If I decide to make this video about Black Lives Matter, I want to make sure that I mention how, it's hard enough for us to be able to believe in ourselves and believe in something that we don't even see, like dreams and stuff. How do you think it is to even have the thought that we can be successful in a world where there's blatant evidence of inequality and injustice? And yet people still have the audacity not to believe. And you're seeing this. You are not able to believe what you're seeing. How do you expect us to be able to believe what we can't even see? What we can't even experience? Freedom. Freedom to just be. At this point, I don't want to hear that believe in your dream shit. I don't want to hear you could be anything you want to be. All that shit has a clause that under it says, unless you are black, unless you are a person of color. That part. Keep it 100. Keep it 100. How does it really feel to not feel like you belong anywhere? How does it feel? How does it feel to be shunned by family and also by the world that you live in? I wake up in every day. I didn't choose to be in this skin. I didn't choose to be the darker version of my family. I didn't choose to not be liked because I was darker. I didn't choose to look like how I was. I didn't choose to come into this world, into this country, to where, I would be one of y'all biggest enemies. I would be bullied by the world. I didn't choose that. You think anybody would choose to be shunned? Do you think anybody would choose to feel displaced? Do you think anybody would choose to feel abandoned? I didn't choose this feeling. I didn't choose the life that was for me. I didn't choose to have a fucked up childhood. I didn't choose to be abused. I didn't choose any of this. But what I did choose and had control over is how I reacted to it. Do I feel like it's unfair every day that I have to wake up and be better than how I was when I was younger for some shit that happened to me that I didn't even choose? It does. It strains me that I have to find a way to better my response, better myself, better, my reaction. Although what has happened to me and the causes of it are horrendous, are horrible. That's how I feel about my life. That's how I feel about being in this country, being in this world. We didn't choose to be discriminated against. We didn't choose to be hated. And even then, there's so many of us that try to decide and choose to be happy. Choose to go for our goals. Choose to go against the grain. Although we all know subconsciously that, damn, this wasn't set up for us. We are choose every time that one of us goes for our dreams, goes for our goals. We literally are choosing added stress, added pain, added pressure. Why? Because in order for us to be in a greater position, in order for us to be greater, we have to go against y'all. We have to compete against other people who either have priority or whatever. It wasn't playing when they said, if you black, you got to work 10 times harder. You got to be 10 times smarter. You got to be 10 times ahead of these motherfuckers. It's real. So before you question us about our response, about what we need to do, go back to the root. Be like any type of healing and go to the root of the problem. I didn't ask you to bring me over here. I didn't ask you to steal my ancestors from where they were to bring them over here. I didn't ask you to displace the people that were here so you could come here. We didn't ask for that. But what we are asking for now is to be seen, to be heard, to be respected, to have a place, to not be placeholders. We don't want to be your token black friend. We don't want to be your trophy black daughter. We don't want to be your fucking affirmative action. Like Amanda Seales says, stop coming to us looking for answers. Stop reaching out to us looking on what to say, looking for information, looking for how you can easier navigate your way through this. Do your research. Like she said, we had to go back and do our own research because growing up, we were force-fed all of this false-ass information about our own culture, blind to who we really are. We don't have the choice. We don't get the options. Just like y'all got options to help, y'all got options to opt in. You know, you can choose to worry about it, or you can choose to deal with it, or you could choose to help. We can't choose nothing. We can't choose nothing. We don't have no choice. We don't have a choice but to keep fighting, but to keep trying to raise our voice, but to keep trying to send a message, but to keep trying to make ourselves heard, seen, respected, loved. We don't have the choice. So while you guys choose to focus on it while it's convenient and then choose to go back to your life, we can't. This is it. When all of this dies down and it's quiet again and we're back to focusing on shit that doesn't fucking matter, what are we going to be doing? Still fighting for justice, equality, respect. We're taking up space. But know that we don't have a choice. We have to do this. This is the only way for us to live. We have to wake up in this skin and fight. Especially if you want to do something good. Especially if you want to be something better out of this. Especially if you want to actually make something from yourself. You really got to fight. You really got to work. You really got to put it in there. So I can understand why you have some people that are tired. Tired of fighting 20 times harder just to be able to get what they deserve. So they're going to take your shit. Especially if we keep seeing how y'all getting it so easy. Understand that you have breeded us to be angry. You have breeded us to be hurt. This is literally like you breeding an animal to fight. And when you've used this animal for dog fighting for so long, and you wonder why the motherfucker turn on you when you decide you want to be buddy-buddy. That's not what he's used to. He's used to ripping off faces and ears. That's what you taught him. That's what he knows. So imagine what it's like for the people that like us, me, my generation, other generations that are actually trying to break that mold, that are actually trying to break that systematic repetition. So here we are, a new generation of people trying to break the mold, trying to implement something that we have never even seen, that we've never even known, but still going out on a limb to try to make space for ourselves with the information that we have. Which is why so many people are waking up to their own ancestral true history of their people, how they came through, where they've gone through, the strength that they've employed. Just remember that. We're not only going against everything that we were taught and known and seen our whole lives, we're trying to implement something we ain't never even seen. We don't even know. This world don't know justice. This country don't know peace. This country don't know equality. And that's exactly where we're about to move into. Even if it's not my goddamn generation, we gonna get there. Because my generation is tired.